Hi everyone, I'm John the Science Guy, and welcome once again to my lab. I have a question for you. Have you ever tried to, bake a cake, or maybe hit a golf ball, and it just didn't come out the way you wanted? The swing sliced, or maybe the cake totally was a flop. Why don't things come out the way you expect? Well, that's what our science experiment is about today. We're going to take a glass. We're going to take some water. And we're going to take a piece of paper here. All right. And what I'm going to do, if you guys can see, is I'm actually going to draw an arrow, like so. All right. If you look at this arrow from this angle, from this angle, from this angle, it pretty much looks like it's going in that direction, right? All right, let's take the glass of water here, and let's put the glass and put the arrow by the glass. And look what happened. The arrow doesn't point to the same direction that we saw before. It points the opposite way. Why is that? Really simple. So light waves are changed through a process of what we call refraction. And thus, it speeds the light waves up and then slows them on the way out. And we notice that the arrow changes from going this way to going this way. But how does this relate to our lives? Well, great question. Maybe you're, like I said, baking a cake, or maybe you are trying to hit a golf ball. And for whatever reason, when you first start, you keep missing the ball. Or maybe you're topping the ball, or you slice the ball, which is even worse in golf. Or maybe when you hit the ball, you hit it entirely the wrong direction. Maybe when you're on the course, you actually take a golf club and you swing, but you pick the wrong club because you don't estimate properly. In life, things may not turn out the way you expect. And that's why it's important to test what you're going to do first before you do a large campaign, such as in a mailing. You wouldn't do a million-piece mailing if you didn't first do a small pilot test, right? Thus, I want you to understand one thing. If you've ever tried to do something in your life and it didn't turn out the way you expect, I'd like you to give us a thumbs up right now. All right, great. And I bet you probably want things to turn out the way that you would expect. And if that's the case, why don't you comment down below exactly maybe something you did last time. Maybe you were trying to build something and it just didn't turn out right. Now, if you've ever known someone to have this challenge, maybe not you, LOL, no pun intended, I'd like you to go ahead and tag a few friends, colleagues, and associates. And then what I'd really like you to do is share this video out. And whether we're talking about an arrow like this or an arrow like this that points the opposite direction, just realize that sometimes when you interact with others, the result that you expect might be completely inverted. And are you ready to make the changes, or I should say, the compensations to augment it? So if I know the arrow is going to go like this, and I really want the arrow to go like this, then I can change it. So right now, if you look, the arrow is actually pointing this way. But if I want it to point it that way, I can change it this way, and it will point that way by using the technology. Thus, before you go to do something in life, realize that everything has an outcome. And if you can understand that, you're already halfway to the touchdown point. Now, I know this makes sense to all of you, and that's why I would really appreciate it if you would go ahead and, yes, hit the subscribe button, and then please smash that bell notification icon. Why? Why are you asking me why? So that you and others can learn about other great videos, all about science, that may improve the quality of your life. Oh yeah, and it's actually gonna help improve the YouTube algorithm, which will help us as well. If this video resonated with you, why not go below it and look for the key phrase, help keep our content free. Just below that, you'll see a link to PayPal. Click on that link, and my team and I will be so grateful if you choose to buy us a cup of coffee. And incidentally, we'll use that and invest into new technology and equipment to give you even more jaw-dropping science videos right here on Envision Networking and How to Network Science Fridays with John. I'm John, the science guy, and I will see you in another video real soon. Thanks for visiting my lab today.